Hey beauties, morning to you beautiful people. So beauties, I've been listening to a woman that I've grown to admire over the years. I wouldn't say many years, a few years now. The very beautiful and effervescent, talented and gifted Lisa Hanna. And not only that I've seen her exude natural beauty, physical beauty, as she's known for, but that inner beauty in which she is still an activist, lobbying for the growth and for the development of our Jamaican people, in particular our women, having the ladies uniting, women empowerment, physically, psychologically, emotionally, mentally, socially, educationally, and physically, and financially. And she has even created the Lisa Hanna's Foundation, in which she can see women thriving, not having poverty being a part of the main course meal that they eat on a day-to-day basis, but a transformation that can be had if only the right tools. Transformation can be had if only the right tools are put in place. I even saw in a part of her, on her blog, she was saying that if we continue to be silent and indifferent, then evil will not leave our doorstep, basically. That is one of the sad realities that we are, as a Jamaican people, have been facing. That we have been silent, we have been indifferent, and we have just remained quiet and not speak out against injustices, unfairness, inequality where inequality should not be. Even the Bible vehemently, categorically, clearly states that we are to hit out against injustices, unfairness, and inequality where inequality should not be. One of the reasons why David was considered a man after God's own heart is that it said when he was king, they said he dealt with the people fairly and justly. It's like when he was, let us say he was a prime minister in our own modern term and day, he would have dealt with the people fairly and justly. So you won't have him being wealthy all the way up there and the people being poverty stricken. Even if they're not all the way up there with him, but at least if he's 100, they're at least 80%. And we're talking for the least of the apostles, the least individual. Nobody is better than the other, but I want you to understand the point that I'm making. And the woman, that is Lisa Hanna, says she has to just really step out of parliament, and she would hope that in her lifetime she would see the two sides, JLP, the major two political sides, join together for the growth, for the development of the people. Not this political tribalism, political war that has been happening, where some people are crying green, some people are crying orange, or red, or whatever color, right? Orange. But that we are for the people. We are for the people. And that is a mark that most of us have missed. We are for the people. We keep relegating things to green versus orange. If I say something that is against green, it means that I'm orange. If I say something against orange, it means that I'm green, when they don't understand that I'm for the people. And that is what she has been basically saying. It really would be a loss to the political arena in Jamaica to not have Minister Hanna there. She has really grown into politics. I remember doing a video saying that initially I never thought it was for her, but she has grown into it. She has blossomed into it. And I see the fight, that she has been fighting. And I'm ignoring the naysayers, because people come and say all kinds of things. Until I experience somebody for myself, I don't want nobody to tell me nothing about anybody, because the same way you do it with her, you would do it with me, and it's a lie. And even if it is true, people can change for the better. They can unlearn and relearn. My thing is that once you realize who you are and that you want to be a better human being, then today you're a better human being. And as she says, where there is silence, when there is indifference, and there is another word she had used, evil will continue to reign. Evil will continue to reign, my beautiful Jamaicans. Because many of us, we talk beautifully, we sound good. Some of us are fantastic orators. But until we act, then nothing will happen. Jesus demonstrated that with the money changers, with the ungodly, lawless people, when he beat them out of the synagogue for more than what we thought. It's not even so much gambling. These were lawless, ungodly people. And when Jesus had basically draped them up before two particular persons started all of this in that time. And Jesus came and said, no, 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 no. The meek and the mild Savior of the world that you know him to be, he was no joke, he was no fluke. He is no joke, he is no fluke. He's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. The sad part is that people have not promulgated him to the world. So people have a skewed vision or skewed knowledge of who he is. They've presented a false Jesus to the people. That's a sad reality. This was and is a godly, well, when he was in physical form, godly man, and he is God in spirit. He's a Jesus of justice. He's a Jesus of fairness. He's a Jesus of equality. He's a Jesus of equity. A no-nonsense Jesus. If you do wrong, you're going to get beaten. And that is why I'm not in support of corporal punishment being banned. Because if we ever continue to ban corporal punishment, Jamaica will, Lord of mercy, a coup will take place. A coup will take place when people start seeing the mayhem and the craziness. My heart breaks when I see how Jamaica is being manned, how we're being run. We're just going down the ditch day after day after day. And what we're hearing is that if people come with fake news, that they're going to be clamped down on. And again, I'm not in support of fake news. I'm not in support of slander. I'm not in support of gossip. But what I'm mostly interested in right now, we have to prioritize, is justice, fairness, equality where it should be, equity where it should be. That is what I'm about. Seeing Jamaica grow and develop, not just grow. Because picnic can grow but not develop. Them just grow crooked, grow handicapped, grow defective. But grow and to develop and to blossom. And that is what Minister Lisa Hanna is talking about. We could have mitigated many of the injustices and the unfairness, the crime and the violence, especially towards women and children, the vulnerable groups, and even to our men, because, you know, they have been victimized as well in so many different ways, not just sexually and all of that, but in so many ways. Men are not taught to cry and to be feeling, to have their emotions being exhibited because you're told that you're a mama man or you're a gal. If you cry and you express how you feel, as far as I know, every human being is made with an emotion. If you're not made with an emotion, you're not a human. Your mind is a composite of the mind. Your soul, is a composite of the mind, the will, and the emotions. And we're tired of the Jamaicans being victimized, but by those who are in leadership. We're tired of the economy going to rot because of corruption at its best. If corruption was a good thing, the number of Grammys that corruption would have gotten, it would be astronomical. They would have passed many of the top celebrities if corruption was a good thing. Mismanagement, misappropriation, and thievery where money is concerned. And we don't do anything, my beautiful people. All of us, we don't do anything because all we do, we come out and we talk. And one man, it would be very fruitless and pointless for one man to go out and march. When Dr. Martin Luther King and all these wonderful people, when they had a crowd, they had strong support because he cannot do it on his own. No man is an island, no man stands alone. And until we decide that we're going to act instead of just talking, we walk the walk as much as we talk the talk, then Jamaica will be a much better place. Tired of seeing our country go down the rut. Tired of seeing us in this decadence, economically, socially, spiritually, in every way that we can think of. My beautiful Jamaican people. So Minister Hanna is absolutely right. Until we eradicate or mitigate tremendously silence and indifference, then evil will continue to reign and to rule. And poverty will be our main course and our appetizers. Guys, follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this message. Thank you.